Tim and I have been married for 7 years, and the way that we've decided to start our family is through adoption.
I came to the decision to adopt a little at a time. It probably started with Tian at church. I've watched him grow up a little bit, and he's awesome.
I've always thought adoption is wonderful, and it always made my heart skip a beat when a family adopted or I met a new little one who was brought into a family.
There's this one little girl at our church named Allison, and she was a special needs adoption. And there was a Sunday where she had gotten her prosthetic leg, and the pastors announced that she had gotten it, and she went running down the aisle for the first time, and I just stared at that, being like, look at how the Lord has provided for that little girl. And I started to think about, what if I could be a part of something like that? And what if we could care for a little girl?
So when Tim and I decided that we were on the same page and we both have a heart to adopt, we started praying and asking the Lord what direction, where to go, who do we adopt. Little things started pointing in a particular direction, and that direction was China.
The first agency that we talked to, I happened to know the director of that branch. I graduated with 36 people, and she was one of them. I hadn't seen her in 15 years. And then over time, it was a peace that sort of settled in, and we just knew that we were in the Lord's will.
Hopefully within the next year and a half, our hope is that we'll be on a plane to China headed to pick up our daughter.
Kristen Joy is going to be an exceptional mom. I think our little girl is going to just be overwhelmed with love by her.
Tim's going to be an amazing dad because he's just going to sit and field 1,000 questions from her and love every minute of it.
Kristen Joy has it in her heart to nurture and care for and provide for the needs of this little girl.
She is going to experience a very kind father. He's sweet and he's fun and he's going to play with her and love her. She needs to get over here.
She is hardwired to be a mom.
I'm most excited to see the way a child interacts with the world. I'm excited to show her creativity and color. I am. I can't do an interview. I need signs.
When I think about being a dad, I'm very excited about being involved in her life and reading to her. Things like that.
We can't wait. We can't wait to meet her, to be matched, to know what she looks like and know what her needs are. She's going to have special needs.
And many people ask us about special needs. And while that's a big decision, it's also something that we've seen modeled through our church. And so there's less mystery to it, less fear associated with it.
I'm excited to see how the Lord provides, how the Lord is going to take care of her needs, how he's going to heal her. A few years back, I was sitting through a sermon. It was about adoption and the nature of our adoption in God's family. And I sat there through the whole sermon with water streaming down my face because it's so connected with my spirit that I haven't been left as an orphan in this world. And Jesus adopted me into his family, and I'm like secure there. I have a home with the Lord.
I have these visions of our little girl being a part of such a big family, where before she was alone, and now she'll have cousins, and she'll just be completely enveloped in love and in family, true family.
It's no doubt in my mind that through adoption, this is going to be a gift for us. Because not only are we going to become parents, but we're going to go through something spiritual, and it's going to change us.
I've certainly learned that it's a group effort to adopt. We can't do it alone. Like, we need people. We need people emotionally, spiritually, financially. It's expensive.
It's a fairly new journey for us. So the people who've already been like, hey, we're in this with you, supporting us through prayer, through finances, we're overwhelmed, we're thankful, and we just so appreciate the support.
Thinking of parenting a special needs child has its own fears, but those fears are lessened because I know that I will have my church, my family, my community.
It's big, it's impossible without Jesus, and yet he's calling us out to it because it's the Lord's heart, and he's being gracious enough to let me see what his heart is like, and I think he loves adoption.